Good morning, Nuggets. It's your favorite TT from Divine Me 1111 Spiritual Guidance. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you need to get in contact with me for any services, that information is down in the description box below. There are also links to follow me on Facebook, IG, and Twitter. Pisces, you have the opportunity to get a $10 30-minute reading. Those readings are usually $25, so you get a discount for Pisces season, and that is all the way up until March the 20th. That is the last day of Pisces season, which will be the last day of the Pisces discount, and we will go into Aries, okay? So please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. That does help out the channel, and I appreciate it. Okay. All right, Nuggets. Channel song this morning is Bad Mama Jamma by Carl Carlton. So, yeah. This is either how you're being seen or how you feel about yourself. And it does not specifically mean the gender. This could just be you feeling, your highest self and, loving you. So, all right, let's get a TT's Music Oracle. I am being nudged and guided to say, Nuggets, do whatever it is that is peaceful and energetically protecting for you right now. Those quiet moments and quiet space times, whether you do, deep breathing for a few minutes or you do a full, sit down 30-minute meditation or however long, those are moments that you can really maximize those downloads that come in, because they are coming in very, very fast, very heavy. Some of it is not things that you're going to want to see, because of course the downloads come in first and foremost for us to learn, understand, and integrate, but then those they come in for those around us, and we're being shown a lot of things about ourselves, and a lot of things about our interactions with other people, and the reasons why things manifest the way that they manifest in our lives. So by all means, take your moment, get your pen and paper or what have you, and take your notes, and just know that you know what you know. There are absolutely 100% going to be moments where you're going to be like, nuh-uh. And God is like, okay, well, you asked me to show you, and I'm showing you, and now you don't want to believe it. And this could be on the positive end of the spectrum or the learning end of the spectrum. So whether you're getting blessings or you're coming face to face with a lesson, you're being shown. This is okay. We're gonna take a TT break. Understand and know that when you pray for something, when you ask for something, it's on its way to you. Be it, an answer for something, or you're asking God to show you something, or you're, trying to manifest something into your life. It's going to come in, and it may not come in how you expect it to, how you want it to, but it is coming in nonetheless. So when you pray the prayer of, we'll take for instance, going to take two examples. One, when you pray the Lord's Prayer, and the portion where it gets to, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespassed against us. Are you paying attention to those words that's coming out your mouth? Are you really paying attention to those words? Because that is 100% saying, God, if I don't forgive people, you don't forgive me, or you can't forgive me. We're going to listen. We're going to let that marinate for a second. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespassed against us. Let that sink in. Also, you pray the prayer and you ask God to show you your enemies, show you who's not for you and who is for you, and people in your environment that you've known for 20, 30 years. Don't make a difference. Either way, doesn't matter how long you've known them. But people you have had in your life for years, all of a sudden you start seeing stuff that, wait a minute, that's not cool. Wait a minute, that's what they really mean? Hold up. Because the thing is when you watch people's patterns and watch people period, and get into that energy of understanding things, if they talk about someone to you like a dog, I guarantee you and they still mess with that person, they're going back to that person and talking to them about you like a dog. So be mindful of that. Watch those kinds of things. That's not there, to hurt nobody. That's not there to hurt nobody. That's there to prove to you and show you that God is in the business of answering prayers. So if he's going to answer those kinds of prayers, those subtle things, those very subtle things, and we don't pay attention to that kind of stuff, how are we going to understand when the big shit we ask for is coming in? How are we going to spot that when we don't spot the little stuff that we ask for, the little subtle things? If God takes care of the animals and provides food for the animals, the quote unquote wild animals, what makes you think he's not taking care of you the same exact way? That's all I'm saying. So we're being more mindful and coming into the understanding that prayers do get answered. The thing is are we paying attention to the answers? Or are we trying to ignore them to satisfy our ego? Because we don't want to believe that so-and-so would be like that with us. But yet it's still, we know how so-and-so is with us when it comes to other things. Make sense? Okay. So, let's go ahead and pull the cards. I'm telling y'all, the veil, when I say this veil of, people being able to hide things, because of lies, okay, they can think that they're hiding. They can, manipulate themselves into thinking that they're hiding things. But when you are connected to God and you know that you know, and you start paying attention to the gifts that's been bestowed upon you, you don't have no doubt. You don't have to have a doubt. And it does hurt your feelings. It hurts to see, sometimes it hurts to see the truth, because, you don't want to, you've had this image painted of a certain person or a certain situation, and in all actuality, it's not that. So, understand that, whatever is going on is happening for a reason. People are acting out and lashing out for a reason. And the thing is most people that act out, most people that lash out are people who are hurt and don't want to see their own bullshit, because we are all mirrors to one another. I have a cousin, a lover to pieces, but she triggers me. And I understand that those triggers are for me to look at within myself, but I also understand and know that I have to create boundaries for myself with this person because she triggers me. And sometimes the triggers are unwarranted. It's projection between the two of us, and it happens. But the thing is what do you do with that information once you have it? You govern yourself accordingly, and things either work themselves out or you get on that cycle again. But it's up to you. All right. TT's music oracle for the today. All right. Woo, child. All right. So we have If I Ain't Got You by Alicia Keys, Smile by Kirk Franklin, You Bring Me Joy. I'm telling you, it's going on. It's going on. You Bring Me Joy by Anita Baker, Close to You by Maxie Priest, and Before I Let Go by Frankie Beverly and Mays. So there's still some attraction, and also the other opposite end of that, attachment. So take it how it applies. Because of course, these songs are beautiful songs. I love these songs, but you also have to look at the opposite end of the spectrum when it comes to all of this lighthearted, positive energy. If I Ain't Got You, this could go to the opposite end of the spectrum and be stalker energy. I'm just letting y'all know, this is how broad we have to take this information, rather than taking it specifically for what what people are showing to you. Because what I've noticed as I've been doing tarot and started working heavily in my spiritual gift is people can only take these messages or this information from the perspective of their understanding and their experiences. So be mindful of the people that you listen to as far as these spiritual gifts go. You can't listen to everybody, because everybody's not coming from not just a whole and healed place, but not everybody is using their gift to be positive and uplifting and empowering others. A lot of people are using these gifts because they have them and they realize that they can exploit these gifts in using other people and keeping people in cycles and keeping them mentally trapped, so they're not growing past their own hurts. They're just focusing on, quote unquote, the love aspect, or focusing on and I'm speaking to me on this, focusing on the things that are triggers and draw in more drama, such as who's stalking you. And I'm not in any way saying anything about any reader or how they read or what they do. What I am saying is for you as the listener to take responsibility for your own soul, for your own mind, and take responsibility for your own understanding of what this is. This is not just that skim the surface, going to church and everybody kumbaya and then go home and be on their thing. No, this is truly seriously getting into the energy of understanding how you how things are presented and how energy is in everything, and understanding that kind of power within yourself and the power that other people hold. Understand? Okay. underneath the deck is Kylie Minogue. I can't get you out of my head. So again, it goes to that the spectrum of being completely adored and in the space of sharing light and love, to the other end of the spectrum where there's obsession and not being able to be in your highest light and vibration when it comes to being attracted to something, someone, take it how it applies, though, Nuggets. But this is what we're doing. We are using our gifts to understand what divine has us purposed here for. Okay, that's how I work on my channel. I don't know about anybody else, but when I come on here, I speak to you from a place of love and from a place of, if I trigger you, it's not my intention, but you're being triggered for a reason, so that you can take on the responsibility of what it is and look at what it is that look at what I'm saying and seeing within yourself why you're being triggered. And again, it goes with everything. I have to take that information in for myself and say, hey, okay, why am I being triggered from this? Okay, and what is it that I can do that will be beneficial for me to learn from it, but also not continue to keep me in this space of being triggered where I feel like I have to go within and I have to come and correct whatever it is within myself, so that I'm not starting all over again. Some people come into your energy just to fuck up your chi, because they don't like how you do things. They don't like that you're in this space of understanding yourself and in the space of understanding them and how they work. It's a whole kind of deal, yo. This is not play. This is not play at all. And when I tell y'all I got into this and it was, about helping people, but also learning myself, I start seeing a whole lot of stuff about myself I didn't like. And I had to cut off some things because I was being shown too much too fast and didn't understand it, and was getting, spiritually and energetically attacked by beings and entities that I wasn't even supposed to be in that realm, in that space, in that area. Because in all honesty, those things were above me. But when I start learning how to govern myself and stay in my lane and do the work that I'm supposed to do for me, that weight start coming off. Everybody's call ain't your call. Something I had to learn. Just because you like doing something does not mean that that is the area in the space that you're supposed to be in. We gotta be mindful now. It's these things are happening for us, not to us. All right. This may be a long message, guys. I'm sorry, but God's not playing with us no more. And the sooner we see that, the sooner we come into the understanding of that, and we get in our own space and place, the chains of outside expectations fall off, and we just get in the flow. All right. Yeah, it's some deep stuff. And it's deep because it's there to heal. You feel like you've been depleted with some things, and things are just so heavy, but they're there to show you just how gifted you are. Okay? All right. Yeah, you're seeing things as they are. You're once again today showing up with, everything that you need. You're showing up with everything that you need. The depth of love for yourself, the motivation to keep moving forward. Yes, you've been through it, but you still can press on and press forward. Um, Taking things with a grain of salt and understanding that, yeah, it hurts your heart but fixes your vision, because now you know what you know. And for some of you, this could be, not necessarily expressing it, but knowing it for yourself, and then kind of having, being in that energy of the last laugh. Take that how it applies. But um working with this emotional energy and getting your emotional body into um, understanding and bringing those deep emotions to the surface. This could also be somebody having deep feelings and emotions for you, and not necessarily sharing those things, but really truly, admiring you, but still having that, that pride and ego thing where they won't say anything to you, but it is what it is. All right. That's also another reason why, people want you to be quiet, because they don't want you knowing their stuff, and they damn sure don't want you telling people. But it's, people don't like to be vulnerable. They don't like to be vulnerable. They don't want people to know their secrets, as far as um their insecurities and stuff, because nobody wants to be exploited, of course. Nobody wants, to have that level of vulnerability where people um, take energy and take information, and instead of learning you to, better understand how to love. I've seen that meme somewhere. Um, Instead of learning you to understand how to love you, they learn you so that they can know how to manipulate you and get from you what it is that they want for their good, rather than helping to um, build something between the two of you. Okay. Because there it's shocking to people when they see you and when you see them. I'm telling you, when I start seeing stuff in people, and I mean, like, that I have had 3 instances in my journey where I have literally felt and seen someone's energy that has not even been um in my same space. But when I've picked up on the energy so heavy and so tough, and felt their attack, but also I felt the love from someone from such a distance that it was overwhelming. And I just was like, okay, I gotta sit this out, because this is way too much for me. But also understanding that this is a gift that has been put upon me, and I have to learn how to um, do what is best with that energy for the highest good of whatever purpose God gave this to me. All right. Yeah, just it's a really about doing the impossible thing of just being who you are and experiencing yourself coming from a healed place. Y'all don't, woo, goodness gracious me. Learning not to take other people's, you know, energy personally, because a lot of the time people don't know what they're doing with it. They don't understand their own energy. So instead of being in the space of learning from it, they lash out and try to do more and more and more to hide and cover up. And God is like, what did I say? We're not hiding and covering things up anymore. Everything is coming to the surface. All right. Whoa, goodness. Once you see, I'm hearing I think it's Ellie Gold. Suddenly I see. I think that's her name. But once you once you come into the understanding of, you know, your place in space, everything starts to fall into place. It truly does. But the thing is, are you prepared to see and go through the whole lesson of what God is showing you right now, so that you can let this go and then elevate? Because right now the elevation is popping. Okay, the elevation is popping. And speaking of popping, you might experience your ears popping, because your spirit is elevating to a higher frequency, just like what happens when you go into an airplane and you know, ascend and you go up and your ears start popping. So take that how it sounds as well. You could possibly be going on an airplane and, you know, things of that nature. So there is the message. Energies that you could be dealing with right now, all earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, earth signs. And it's, oh my God. Okay. All right. Let me tell you what I'm looking at real quick, and then I'll let you go. The underlying energy is the Five of Fire, and I'm using the Good Tarot. The underlying energy is the Five of Fire. This is exactly what it sounds like. It's changes, coming into understanding of things, having had a spiritual fight either within yourself or spiritual warfare, you know, with other entities and beings. And that's the underlying. You're coming out of that. The Singer of Healing in the Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle, and then the horse from the Wild Unknown Animal. You're done with that. You've come through a hard lesson, and you're done with it. So congratulations, Nuggets. Congratulations. But what I'm looking at here is the Queen of Earth and the Nine of Water. There's Earth and Water here, real tough. The Ace of Water and the Ten of Earth, which is the Ten of Pentacles. And then we have Six of Earth, Four of Air, Three of Water, the Messenger of Earth, and the King of Earth. This is all gradual elevation. What is being healed, what needs to be reciprocated, is all going to happen. It's the perspective in which you take the things that you've learned and how you move from it. The King and Queen of Earth coming out with the Ace of Water and the Ten of Earth, that's moving together. That's being in the same energy of building, and that is in the earth. Okay, so you're on the same page. You know what you want, they know what they want, and you're going to work together in order to get that. Okay, sounds good to me. I'm loving and digging on it. All right, Nuggets, if you need to get in contact with me for personal, that information is down in the description box below. I love you. I love you from my soul, and I send you all blessings and light. Take care.